What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Happy new comic book day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Bug Wars release day. That's right, baby. We got some new Bug Wars.
Hey, everybody. My fiance wants to tell you guys about his collection of Bug Wars, and I want you guys to be nice and fucking comment, okay?
No fucking.
Oh, sorry.
I had to break out one of the bloopers. I thought that was one of the funnier ones. I still have like 10 of those bloopers saved. I didn't know what to do with them, but I felt like today was an appropriate day for him. No fucking. We got Memory Lane Comics shout out because they're the best LCS, and I always shout them out because they're worth it. You know, Jose, Jake, man, y'all are fucking so dope. Y'all are one of the reasons I keep going back to your store, man. I appreciate you. We got Comic Shop News. What is this? Year 2006. That's after I graduated high school. I'm fucking old, man. But without further ado, one of the many reasons I am a big comic book fan, Bug Wars was one of the initial series that I started reading that I could not get enough of. I really hated that it was such a short run. I think it was 5 or 6 issues, right? But we finally got more Bug Wars, and this is a thick boy. This is thick. $6. This looks like a 40-pager. I am so excited to read this. I can't tell y'all how excited I am to read this. And to kind of wrap myself, I asked if they had the NSFW cover, and my LCS didn't have it because they said they couldn't get a preview of it, so they didn't want to order it because they didn't know what it was about, or not what it was about, but like what it looked like, and they didn't know if they were going to be able to sell it. So I know I'm going to see it later and be like, I should have got it, but you live and you regret, right? Bug Wars, the Spider Witch special. Okay, let's move on. More. I have them in order today. Image, DC, Marvel, and then Indie. So these are all Image. Skinbreaker, issue number 5. The art in this has been absolutely beautiful. I am a couple issues behind on this, as I am with pretty much everything. But Skinbreaker, if you're a art person, like if you don't really care about the story, this might be one of your favorite comics coming out right now. Next up, we got Lost Fantasy, issue number 7. Again, a little bit behind on this, but the beginning of this series was all over the place, and then 4 and 5 kind of like tied it together. So I need to get caught up on this because I enjoy where it was at. But like every issue is a giant size issue. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't started reading those, I definitely recommend those. Probably one of my top comic books that I started last year that's still going on. Feral has been a banger series. Every single issue keeps you tied in and wanting more. And if you are a cat person, if you're an animal lover, I definitely recommend this. If you like zombies, I definitely recommend this. If you're a Tony Fleeks guy, definitely recommend this. I'm telling you, this is one of the best series coming out right now. Next up, we got Capes by Robert Kirkman. I haven't started reading this yet, but I saw that and I was like, oh man, this one's going to be a little bit right on par with where Invincible is as far as the craziness goes. Final Boss, issue number 3. I still haven't read this yet either. I did hear that 3 falls off, but I'm going to read 1, 2, and 3 some point this week, and if I like it, I'll stick with it. If not, I might be dropping it, but I'm looking forward to reading this. Next up, we got Absolute Batman. This is the tie-in issue with Absolute Wonder Woman. What's this? This is number 16. The Absolute Wonder Woman with the tie-in of Batman was a great issue. I'm expecting a lot from this. Next up, we got Absolute Wonder Woman. This is the beginning of a new arc because, the last one was the tie-in with Batman, so you got to start the new story now. I would assume this would be a good time if you've been waiting for a point to jump in. This might be the time to do it. Absolute Flash, issue number 11. Absolute Flash has really been picking up for the last few issues, and it's really like, I moved it up to number 4 on my list. Above the next one. This one moved down. This was in my top 3. It's down to like my number 5. Absolute series, if you're a fan of the Absolute series, you know that they're all really good. They're all like top comics, right? So you can't really like say just because this is my number 5 that it's not an absolute must read. Because it is. It is an absolute must read. Again, if you're an art person, the art in this is just freaking crazy. And I'm enjoying it. The only reason I moved it down, I feel like I got to justify myself because I know a lot of people are hating on me moving it down to my number 5. I feel like the story's just kind of stagnant. I feel like we're not getting a lot of momentum going in the story. The art is still beautiful. The story is still beautiful. It's not progressing like everything else. Next up, we got Harley and Ivy, issue number 3. I think this is a pretty cool little short series. It's kind of how Harley and Ivy came to be, and they're like both recalling, and they're correcting each other. It's very well written. I definitely recommend it. Justice League Red, issue number 6. This is phenomenal. I've heard some people say that they're not enjoying it, but I can't think of a reason not to enjoy this. Tornado Red. Did I mess it up again? Red Tornado? I might have messed it up again. He is like convincing some Justice League heroes to do stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and now they're kind of onto him. This is fantastic. I definitely recommend this also. On to Marvel, we got the Punisher Red Band. I think this is issue number 5. Yeah, this is the finale. I'm excited to see what happens now that he's kind of no longer being mind controlled. I don't want to, no spoilers, but this is pretty good. Again, I always say this, the Red Band, it's not even as bad as some of the stuff that's not Red Band. I'll stand on that. I'll die on that hill. The Infernal Hulk, this is fantastic. I did hear that they switched up the artist on this, and it's only issue 3, so that kind of confuses me. But 1 and 2 is really good, so I'm looking forward to reading that. And then we got an Iron Man number 1. I had to get it. I've really been iffy on picking up Marvel comics, especially number 1s. I feel like Marvel releases so many number 1s, and it's like, why? They're stories that aren't mainstream, and they're not well written, and just. But as Iron Man number 1, I know this is going to be a good one. So I'm looking forward to reading this because I don't think I've read an Iron Man comic yet. So that's dope. The only Ignition Press comic that came out this week, No Place, issue number 3. This is kind of like the off-world stuff, like the people returning from like Neverland or Alice in Wonderland, or they're returning from those places. And well, 2 people specifically, and they're trying to fight the darkness that is killing off those worlds. It's a great spin on things. I'm really enjoying it. Next, we got IDW, Sleepy Hollow. If you didn't know, I named my youngest son, his middle name is after Ichabod Crane. His middle name is Ichabod. Because Sleepy Hollow is like one of my favorite stories of all time, ever since I was a freaking kid. And this comic is doing it justice. I'm really enjoying it. Next up, another IDW. We got Casey Jones from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. I think this is a great series. The whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series from IDW, they've been killing it. I still haven't started reading where Jason Aaron ended and the next guy picked it up. But this whole universe has been fantastic. And I actually want to go back and read the stuff that came out before Jason Aaron. It inspired me. Next up, last up, My Only Boom Studios, Be Not Afraid, issue number 5. I think this might be the what are they called? The penultimate? The semi-finale, or it might be the actual finale. But this was a crazy take on like not a preacher's daughter. She wasn't a preacher's daughter. She's a very religious woman, and she can actually speak, or she could speak to angels, and then she ended up sleeping with an angel and then gave birth to like the devil. Crazy story, right? But if you haven't started reading this, I definitely recommend it. It is a crazy story, and I am looking forward to reading that issue. But guys, that is my haul today. I hope everybody had a great new comic book day. I hope everybody got what they wanted. I hope everybody got Bug Wars. Get Bug Wars. But yeah, man, that's the haul. Y'all have a great day.